for joining me today. We will be moving through a full body practice with an emphasis on opening up our upper body. So the chest, the torso, the sides, you name it. We're gonna try to get into as much as possible. Now, the practice will be a slow flow. Now the slow flow is kind of like if you think about a mala, I know you may have heard me say this before, but if you think of a mala, which is like a rosary or a beaded necklace, it's moving through the poses. So the pose being the bead, and the flow being that the thread that brings it all the way through. Oftentimes though, when we are going through a fast or vinyasa style practice, it's really easy to miss the sweetness of the thread in between. And there's just like a lot of things you can use that analogy for, like going on a road trip with your family and just trying to get from point A to point B, or traveling in an airport and noticing all those funny little things, or watching people along the way. Like, that's part of the adventure, that's part of the practice. So when we move through this flow, I encourage you to move through that with that in mind. So enjoy the sweetness of everything in between. All right, so let's come into child's pose. Your knees will open the width of the mat, big toes to touch. Have a seat on your heels. Try to keep your hips on the heels the entire time, and then crawl your hands forward. Now, the moment your head or your chest comes down, get the hips lift up. Try to keep them nice and low. Your tummy is soft, and the organs, they just rest in the hammock of your belly. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Feel your entire back, the ribs. Nice and slow. And just these breaths create that separation from the morning you've experienced, so that you could be here, present. All right, now walk your hands over to the right side of your mat, and take your left wrist across over the right, shift back into your left hip. And get nice and long through the sides of your body, into the ribs, and then crawl back through the center, cross all the way over to your left. Big breath in, and then push down on the exhale. Lengthen through the sides of your body, and we're just giving ourselves permission to ease into this shape. All right, come back through the center. Hands under your shoulders, knees under the hips, and take whatever spinal movement feels good for you. So maybe it's drawing big circles in one direction with the spine, and then changing the direction, go the other way. Or you could do cat-cow, so looking up and rounding through, just getting into some movement here. Then we'll come back to neutral. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Open up your chest, open up through the side. Then exhale to reach through. Good. We'll come all the way back up. Take a full breath and lengthen, reach up. Open up your chest. Exhale to come through. Good. Big breath in. And then this time we're going to exhale, come all the way through. Land your right shoulder blade on the mat. And the ear can either come down to the mat or onto your block. I actually really like this with my ear on the block, just so there's more space for my shoulder, and you can actually lean back into the shoulder more. Breathe into that space right between the shoulder blade and the spine. Now you could take this a little bit further by reaching the left arm behind you, cross over the hip, either grabbing for the waistband of your pant or your thigh. Then roll the left shoulder open, open up across the chest. Lean into this more. Here's another added layer. You could stretch the left leg out. Try not to roll over, you might fall over, and that's okay. If you do, do it in style. Okay, left knee comes down. Left hand to the mat. Inhale, reach all the way up. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale the hand down. Take a breath in, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, round through the spine. Okay. Come back to neutral. Inhale, reach up. Open up your chest. Exhale, come all the way through. Reach, shoulder blade lands. Again, breathe in, come up. Open up across the heart. Exhale through, all the way through. One more time, big breath and come up. And exhale, come all the way through, reach, reach, reach. Now land the left shoulder blade. The ear can either come onto your block or right onto the mat. So before we take the right hand off the floor, lean into that space between shoulder blade and spine. Get a stretch through the upper back. Then when you're ready, top arm crosses, grabbing either for the thigh, the waistband of your pant. Take a long breath in, lengthen out your sides. Twist. I don't know if I could do the right leg without falling, but we'll give it a try. So the right leg will slide back. Open up your chest, open it up. Okay, bring your hands down, knee down. Inhale, rise up, come all the way up to the top. And exhale, come back to center. Take a big breath in, drop your belly, look up. And exhale to round through. All right, move the block out of the way if it's there. Feet come to mat width distance apart. Take a breath in. Exhale to lift your hips up, a wide leg down dog, wide leg down dog. So my feet are pretty wide. And we're gonna let the chest melt towards the space between the feet or between the legs. Get nice and long through the sides of your body. Keep pressing the hips up and back. Now you can stay right here if this feels okay, or you can move into more of a torso or twist by taking the left hand to the back of your right knee, maybe sliding it down towards the heel. Take a breath in. Exhale, engage through the waist and then pull the hips up and back. Keep pressing the right hand down and forward. Good. Other side. Come back to center. Take a full breath in. Get long. Exhale, heart floats down. Take your right hand to the outside of your left leg. Rotate through. Keep lifting. Press the floor away from you. Open up the chest. And release down. Look to your hands. Step forward. Ragdoll. Bend your knees a lot. Let your belly and your ribs rest on your thighs. Head is heavy. Let the neck relax.
Now interlace your hands, place them just behind the neck, and the weight of the elbows will drop down. You can even line it up so that the forearms, they line up either with the chin line or the cheekbones, and just let them rest there without actually pulling, just moving with gravity. All right, let the hands come to your shins. Inhale, halfway lift, stretch your chest forward. Fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Now lengthen your front. So feel the chin come forward, pubic bone is pulling back. Exhale to fold. Soften the knees. Inhale, come all the way up, rise up. And the hands come together at heart center. Slow your breathing down and observe how the blood is moving from the head down to the body, and even the re-engagement or the change in your breathing. Slow it down. And we'll take our pranayama and weave it into our flow this morning. Have a good practice, everyone. Take a breath in. And exhale to interlace your fingers. Press your palms towards the mat. Now steady your eyes on one knuckle. Inhale to bring your arms forward and up, nice and slow. Encourage the breath to move between your ribs. Now exhale out your mouth. Interlace the fingers as they pass your chest. Press all the way down. As you tuck the chin in, stretch the neck. Good. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Feel the breath right between the ribs. And then feel the shoulders, lift them up a little higher so that this whole shoulder girdle, it's lifting up. Just a little bit of a stretch there through the sides. Exhale out the mouth. Slow, long exhale. Good. Inhale. Okay, stay at the top here. Take a full breath in. Now as you exhale, contract through the belly. Inhale, lift a little higher through the shoulder girdle. Since rather than taking the shoulders up to the ears, feel for drawing the entire shoulder blade and lift it up. So growing longer through the sides. Good. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Fold, exhale. Inhale, reach all the way up. Come up to the top. Nice long breath. Exhale, hands through heart center. Interlace your fingers. Press your palms all the way down. Inhale, sweep your arms forward and up, nice and slow. Feel the lift from the shoulder girdle. Lift up high. Exhale to fold. Come all the way down. Stretch your chest, lengthen. Bow, exhale. Now place your palms flat on the mat. Bend your knees. Take a big step back with your right foot. Drop your right knee to the earth. Rise up onto your front thigh. Let the weight of your hips sink down. So we'll use the hands to support us here. You can also keep your fingertips on the mat or even on your two blocks. So hips down, heart lifting. Steady breath in. Now exhale to curl the toes under, lift the back knee, flatten the palms, and step back into high plank. Bring your knees to the floor. Carve the elbows into your sides as you come all the way down to the tummy, nice and slow. Inhale, come into baby cobra. Hook your pubic bone into the mat. Now for a moment here, let's actually bring the elbows down, take Sphinx pose. Use the forearms to traction your spine forward. Now you can see how the chest wants to collapse here, so maybe you're tighter across the chest and the shoulders are rounding. See if you could pull the shoulder heads back and lift through the heart. Nice full breaths here. Now slide the hands back underneath the shoulders, push into tabletop, then right into child's pose, or downward dog, or child's pose really. And turn the armpits inward to face each other. So we're wrapping the shoulder blades around the ribs. Inhale to reach the right leg up high. Exhale, knee to your nose, nice and slow. Step your foot beside your right thumb, drop the back knee down. Hips sink down, come up onto your right thigh. Relax down through the hips. Front knee is right on top of the ankle. And try to find that balance between strength and flexibility. So we're not pushing forward to one more than the other. We're finding that nice balance in the middle. All right, hands come down to the earth. Curl the back toes under, step forward to fold. Halfway lift to stretch your chest. Bow, exhale. Now inhale, reach all the way up, rise up to the top. And hands come together at heart center. Interlace the fingers, press your palms all the way down. Take a big breath in, reach your arms forward and up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, stretch through the chest, squeeze the sit bones together. Hands to the mat, this time left foot steps back. Drop your knee. Inhale to reach your arms up to the sky. Okay, get nice and long through the sides of your body. Take a big breath in. And we'll twist to the right 3 times. So exhale to twist, open to the right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Now bring your right hand onto the left leg, anywhere on the left leg. Left arm reaches up and back. Okay, breathe into the side of the body. Turn the left palm to face the floor, and then feel that ricochet all the way down the side of your body. Good, hands come down to the earth. Curl your back toes under, lift your knee. Carefully step back, high plank. Bring the knees to the mat. Slow like you're going through the mountains, long drive all the way down, nice and easy. 3 baby cobras. Lengthen your heart forward, lift. Exhale, back down. Inhale, lengthen forward, lift. Use the hands for support if you need to. Exhale, back down. One more time, lengthen forward, lift. Open your chest. And exhale, back down. Push back, tabletop to downward dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale the left leg up. Feel the strength of your body as you come forward here. So come forward, knee to your nose, nice and slow. Press the floor away. Step your foot beside your left thumb, a quiet landing. Right knee comes down. Uncurl the toes. Inhale to reach up. Sink down on the exhale. Activate the hands, spread the fingers wide, turn the baby fingers in. Full inhale for length. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist left. Now let the left hand come down, right hand comes up. Anywhere on the back leg is good. If you're wobbly, maybe take the left foot out wider. Breathe into the side. Inhale, rise back up. Cartwheel your hands to the mat. Curl your back toes under. Step forward to fold. Halfway lift, stretch your chest. Bow, exhale. Inhale, come up, rise up. And hands at heart center. And take a breath in and a breath out. Okay, now roll the shoulders out. Let's just take a step to about halfway down your mat. So we're just gonna play with engaging the hips and finding some stability in the hip and the sides of the body as well. So you might need your block for this. Just make sure the block is readily accessible. So I'm gonna lift just my right foot to hover off the floor. So feel that connection. As you're lifting the foot, it's just an inch, maybe 2 inches off the floor. Oftentimes when we feel like one leg is higher than the other, that's the QL, the quadratus lumborum, is actually a little bit tighter on one side. So those are those deep, deep muscles that support the spine. So that's just an optical illusion most of the time. All right, so keep lifting. Now your arms come over your head. Activate your shoulders. Good. Now instead of bringing just the shoulder joints up to the ears, think of lifting from here. Come up higher, reach through the baby fingers. Option is to grab your block and squeeze the block between your hands. Feel that engagement. Good, all right, so set the right foot down, left side. I'll turn this way so you can see on this side. So with the left leg floating, we'll bring the hands onto your hips. Just lift the leg, just lift the heel. Press down through the right foot. Then reach your arms up. Good, nice and tall here. If you need to use the block, you could put the block between your hands. Zoom people, I didn't realize how low the camera is. I'm just gonna bump it up a bit there. Okay. So the hands are lengthening. Maybe the block between the palms, lift higher. Good, now set it down. Come back to the top of the mat, take a breath in, reach up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Hands to the mat, step back to high plank. Lower all the way down, come down to the tummy nice and slow. Now inhale, lift the chest, bend the right knee, bring your left elbow to the mat, grab hold of your right foot. Kick back into the hand. You could bring the hand on the inside of the foot as well. So as we kick back, lift the chest, open up through the chest. Now you can play with the position of the neck. You can let the chin drop down, you could look forward. Good, release the foot, switch sides so the right elbow comes down. Scoop up the left foot, take a big breath in. Exhale to kick back. And again, that stretch across the chest, breathing fully into the entire torso. Settle down. Hands under your shoulders, push back, tabletop, downward dog. Full breath in and a breath out. Step forward. Inhale to lengthen. Bow, exhale. Inhale, rise up, come all the way up. Hands together in front of your chest. Now land the hands, interlace the fingers, place the hands onto your left thigh, float the right heel up. Take a big breath in, open up the chest. Now play with tipping forward. Keep the chest open, belly is active. Turn on your right glute, so turn this on. You could tell if your outer thighs and your outer glutes are more engaged because the toes want to roll out. So try to keep turning the toes down and lift the heel higher. Hands are on the thigh for support. Keep breathing. So it's kind of like a supported warrior 3. Good, now inhale to come back to center. Take a big breath in to stretch. Exhale. Come back onto the right thigh. Take a full breath in, sit up tall. Float the heel up, and then start to lean into the right thigh. Lift the heel. Press actively through the heels and through the crown of your head. See if you could tip a little bit more. And then bring one hand onto your rib cage. Draw the ribs in. Pull the ribs together with the use of the abdominals or the help of the abdominals. Three more breaths. Lift up higher. Good. Inhale to come back up, reach. And exhale to fold. Halfway lift to lengthen. Hands to the mat, step back to high plank. This time lower down halfway, chaturanga, nice and slow. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward dog. Three of your deepest breaths. Now we've done a few down dogs already. Notice how the back of your legs are starting to feel. How are the arms, the chest? All right, take your left leg up, breathe in. Step forward with your left foot, come into warrior 1. So this time the back toes are slightly to the right and turned up to 2 o'clock. Bring your hands onto your thigh, grab your strap on the way to. Come all the way up. Sink down on the exhale. Good. Grab your strap, sling it behind you. So the palms are, I know I can interlace my hands like this, but try to have the hands a little bit separated with the palms away from you, thumbs pointing in. So take a big breath in. On the exhale, pull your strap, hug your shoulder blades around your spine. Take the hands away from your backside. Now look up. Nice full breaths. Strong through your foundation, so the legs are active. Take a breath in. Keep stepping heavy into your back foot. Let the left ribs come onto your left thigh. Maybe even the shoulder relaxes there. Keep pulling the knuckles up to the ceiling. Breathe deep. Now, if you're pretty solid here, you could take the ribs off the thigh and let both of the shoulders come to the inside of the leg. Pulling all the way through. Good. Now inhale, let the hands come to the low back. Set your strap off to the side. Nice long breath. Exhale to rise up onto the thigh. Inhale, lift up. Straighten out the left knee. Turn your toes in. All 10 toes facing the long edge of your mat. Hands come onto your hips. Take a big breath in. Exhale to fold forward. Now, the hands will be, bring your right hand directly underneath your nose. You can also use your block. So if the floor is too far away or if you're rounding your spine, use your block for this. Looks like that. Take a big breath and pull the left hip back. Exhale, start to twist to your left. Slide your hand onto your sacrum. That's that triangular bone at the base of your spine. Open up the entire chest. Full inhale. And then on the exhale, reach up with the left hand. Pull in through the midsection. Stay very strong here. All right, left hand down. Replace the right with the left. Bring your hands onto your hips. Take a full inhale. Exhale, twist. Open up your chest. Feel the rotation from the base of your spine all the way through your sides. Now the right hand to the shoulder. Open it up. Take an inhale, then reach up here. Right across the chest. Two more breaths. Top hand comes down. Turn your left toes to the front of the room and take a step back. Come into high plank. Option to flow. Come into down dog or child's pose. So yogi's choice, entirely up to you. If you need a few breaths to rest, you're totally welcome to do that. All right, come into down dog if you're not already there. Take the right leg up, breathe in. Exhale, knee to your nose, take a step forward, come into warrior one, warrior one. Back toes are turned, grab your strap on the way. Sink down on the exhale. Now the strap is behind you. Thumbs are pointing in. Open up your chest. So feel the power of your legs here. Feel the strength of the feet, especially the back foot. Press down into the outer edge of the back foot. Open up your chest. Breathe in. Now exhale, fold. Bring your right ribs onto your thigh. Head will relax and be very heavy. And can you breathe deeply and fully? Open up the chest. Option to bring both of the shoulders on the inside of the front knee. Nice full breath. All right. Lower the hands to your low back. Take a breath in, come up halfway. Then exhale all the way up. Straighten out the right knee. Turn the right toes in, left toes out. So all 10 toes are now the long edge of your mat. Hands are still holding the strap. Open up your chest. Big breath in. Exhale to fold forward. Bend your knees a lot. Transfer the weight into the balls of your feet. See how this feels to bend the elbows too while you're here. deep forward folds like this are calming for the nervous system. All right, let the hands come to the low back. If you ever have to do like a presentation or something, one of those right before will help to calm you down. Inhale, halfway lift. Now let's bend the left knee. Dip really deep into the left knee. Come into a Sukhasana, a side lunge. All right, now bend the right knee, side lunge into the right knee. Listen to your breathing. All right, so turn to face the front of your mat. Take a big step back into downward dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. Knees come down, lower down halfway, half chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, carry through to downward dog. All right, bring your knees down. And let's just take a moment here to come into just a few neck stretches. Give our hands a little bit of a rest. So interlace the hands behind the head. Take a big breath in. Exhale to tuck your chin towards the chest. Now, instead of like rounding forward, think of lifting from the spine. So we're pulling up. Again, let this go. Take a full breath in. Exhale, lift the hips up. Okay. Take your hands onto your low back. Set up for camel pose. So tuck down through the tailbone. Squeeze the elbows together, lift through the chest, lift up and back. Now this might feel like plenty. You could stay here, or you could curl your toes under and reach back for the heels. Keep pressing your hips forward. Yeah, lifting right up through the sternum. Such a great stretch for the psoas, those deep hip flexors. Okay, one hand to the low back at a time. Engage the belly, engage your thighs, pull yourself up, and take a seat. Take a pause. Now this next pose is called rabbit pose. I'm gonna show you how to get into this first. There's gonna be two opportunities to change the grip of your hands. And let's just take a look here. So I'll move a little to the side so you can see better. All right, so you're gonna grab hold of your feet with the palm of your hands on the back of your heels, and the thumbs are on the outside. So do that with both feet. Okay, all right. So as you take a big breath in, exhale, contract the belly, bring your chin to your chest. Now rolling really, really, really tight. Try to bring your forehead close to your knees. Now reactivate your grip. Hold on to the heels again. Take a breath in, exhale to lift the hips. Now I'm floating a little bit of weight on the crown of my head. There's actually not that much weight on the head. Okay, keep pressing the hips up to the ceiling. Stretch your upper back. Very little weight on the top of your head. Press your shoelaces into the floor. So if you were to let go of your hands, you might roll forward into a somersault. Okay, hips lower down. Take a moment in child's pose with the knees together, hands beside your feet. All right, carefully, slowly crawl your way up. Come all the way up. And take pause. Oh. Okay. So let's come into a supported fish, right? So we'll take your 2 blocks, bring 1 block along the length of your spine, and the second will come behind your head. So it kind of looks like that. If you already know how to get into this pose and you know what shape or height of the blocks feel good for you, go for it, adjust. And we'll just slowly come down onto it. So the ribs are supported by the block. And the back of my head will also land too. And just let the arms relax here. Turn your palms up to the sky. And the weight of the shoulder blades drop over the blocks. Now you can keep your legs extended like this, or you can come into Baddha Konasana with the soles of your feet together as the knees drop open. If this is too much for the hips, or the hips are really tight, you can slide a pillow or a cushion under each knee. Let the weight of the shoulders drop. And feel the breath move right into your diaphragm. All the way down into the lower abdomen, the pelvis. Now, if the knees are open, let's bring the knees back up. Stretch the legs into the long legs again. And we're gonna take some movement into our supported fish. I know we're kind of like chilling already, but we're gonna take a little bit of rotation. So inhale to bring your arms all the way up, just like you were in that shape when we were standing up. Bring your arms over, and then maybe they come just past the ears. Bend the elbows, open your arms out to the sides, hovering the earth. Come all the way around to the hips. Good, big breath in, bring your arms up. Let the arms pass the ears a bit. Exhale, open. Do this nice and slow so you can really feel the chest, you can feel the muscles relax, and you're well supported by your props. Good, big breath in. And exhale. Okay, go the other way. Inhale, open. Open the arms all the way up. Exhale, pull the ribs in. Come all the way back. Palms down. Long exhale. Good, now inhale, open the wings. Exhale. Breathe in. And out. Release the arms. Bend your knees, bring your feet onto the mat, and let's just roll off to one side. Doesn't matter which side. Roll over. Come out nice and easy. Move the blocks out of the way. Lay on your back. Windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Now we're going to play with one pose here, an inversion. It's called shoulder stand, moving into plow pose. So I'm just going to adjust the camera for you on the Zoom call here. So we're going to just tip it down like that. All right, so with plow pose, slide yourself down onto your mat so that you're kind of like towards the end of the mat. And we'll tuck the shoulders underneath you. It's very similar, like we're coming into a bridge pose. And we'll place lift up, so we're gonna roll the knees into the chest and then lift the legs straight up to the ceiling. So it kind of looks like this. On the exhale, draw in, hands to the low back. Walk the elbows in. Now lift the legs up. Reach up. It might even just look like this today or like this. But keep trying to lift the hips, spine straight. Activate the legs. Point through your toes. Reach through strong legs. Such a great pose to stimulate the glands in the thyroid gland. This helps to balance the hormones in your body. So you could stay right here in the shoulder stand position. You could start to bring your knees to your forehead. You can even start to bring the toes down. Walk the elbows in, lift the hips up. Open right up across the back. I can feel this chain from my shoulder blades down to the arches of my feet. Good, and then we inhale, come back up nice and slow, reach through the legs. Try not to slam down. Nice and strong through the torso. And then slowly roll out of the shape. Now, instead of coming back into supported fish, we're just going to take a regular fish. So slide yourself back up on the mat. Lift your chest. Lift your head. So that's fish without the blocks. Reach through the heels. Slide down. Bring your knees in, massage your back. Now if you want to twist, if you know a twist that you like to do, you can go ahead and take it. Simple twist would just be to let the knees drop to the right. Center and switch sides. Go all the way over. Your favorite twist. Come right over. Breathe into your back. Just relax here. All right, come back to center. Square your hips and stretch all the way out for Shavasana. And your entire body is relaxing on the mat. Take a full breath in. And on the exhale, feel very heavy. Breathe in. Let it go. Notice how this feels, your heartbeat, the vibration of the blood flow as it moves through your veins, through your arteries. And give weight to the mat. So just feel the weight of your bones dropping, the skin relaxing. If you have the time today, stay in a nice long Shavasana and enjoy the rebound of your practice. Thank you all so much for coming up, for showing up for yourself and holding space for one another near or far. From my heart to yours.